And on this Monday, October 6th, 2025 edition of Newsmakers, discussions on the U.S.-backed Gaza peace plan are underway in Egypt as officials move to quickly implement President Trump's plan for a ceasefire, hostage release, and pathway to end the war. Representatives for Israel and Hamas are holding talks, with the president urging both parties to move fast to end what he called this centuries-old conflict. He also dispatched Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, as well as his son-in-law and former senior advisor on the Middle East, Jared Kushner, to take part in conversations with the Israeli negotiating team and Hamas's delegation. The U.S. Supreme Court has opened its new term. The court today rejected more than 800 pending appeals. Pivotal cases on voting and LGBTQ rights are also on the agenda. Tomorrow, the justices will hear arguments over bans passed by many states on therapy aimed at changing sexual orientation or gender identity. A southern New Jersey man is under arrest for allegedly having an explosive on him outside a church in Washington, D.C. Scott Pringle reports.
Authorities arrested Louis Jerry of Vineland outside of St. Matthew's Cathedral Sunday, right at the start of a special mass to celebrate the start of the Supreme Court term. He faces numerous charges, including possession of a Molotov cocktail. Police say he set up a tent with suspicious items inside and then refused to leave. A motive is unclear. Jerry had previously been banned from the cathedral, but the reason's unclear. Scott Pringle, NBC News Radio, New Jersey.
A historic Kona, Hawaii church building with origins dating back to the 1800s was destroyed in a fire. The building that burned down was built in 1906 after the church relocated from its first location, where stone remnants of the original church building can still be seen. Not everything was lost to the fire, as the original bell was found in the debris. The bell is estimated to be 160 years old and is likely the only salvageable item from the fire. The investigation into the cause of the fire is ongoing. Pope Leo XIV has begun correcting some of Pope Francis's more questionable financial reforms and decisions. Today, he counseled a law that had concentrated financial power in the Vatican Bank. Leo's first ever executive decree says the Holy See generally does use the Vatican Bank, but it can turn to non-Vatican banks in other countries if the Vatican's investment committee deems it more efficient or convenient. The law is the clearest sign yet that Leo is starting to correct some of Francis's more problematic decisions and recalibrating the Vatican's centers of power. And that's Newsmakers for this Monday, October 6th, 2025 edition. I'm Keith Black.